do I have news.
Good morning.
What's the matter with you?
I worked last night. What's the matter with you?
I didn't.
What time is it?
Almost noon. We have a burn victim, and the injuries appear to match those sustained by the crew of the Terracon. I have the whole thing on tape. Let me just rewind it. Hey, it's not flashing midnight. Impressive. I like a man who's not afraid of technology.
How do you know about the Terracon injuries?
I got the original autopsy reports. I have them if you want to see them.
Who's the victim?
A John Doe. He was a truck driver for Gordon's Hauling in Charno.
Where did you get the videotape?
Surveillance cam at the gas station. It's not great video, but it still shows the thing.
What thing?
You'll see.
What time did this occur?
6:17 a.m. this morning.
That could be Mulder's rental car. Same make. That looks like Mulder.
Have you seen him?
No, just photos. That guy was at the warehouse last night. Different truck. Same company, Gordon's Hauling.
Charno, Washington. So, what do you think?
What was that?
I have no idea, but his injuries are identical to those from the Terracon, and all of the gas station's electronic equipment stopped working. So what do you think it is?
That light looked like it was coming out of that man's body.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? So what the hell was that all about? Sounds like you have a fax. The body's over at Truett's right now. I'm going to head on over there and see what she's found out. Oh, I got that Cyrillic document translated. Get this, it was a payroll log. And guess who was on it? Wong. He was paid almost $30,000 in the last 2 months, so I am convinced that the murder was mob-related. Probably because you questioned him. So I guess you did get him killed. I've turned the case over to the task force.
Where does Terracon fit into all this?
Obviously, they were part of the smuggling. Either they fried themselves mishandling plutonium, or someone had them killed.
So, what's the connection with Gordon's hauling?
You mean, why was a Gordon's hauling truck both here and at the warehouse?
Yeah.
They were involved in the smuggling.
Where's the truck?
Totally empty. I've got an evidence crew going over it right now.
What did the man from Charno want with Mulder, assuming that was Mulder?
I don't know, but whatever it was, it didn't look friendly.
Who was he?
Don't have an ID on him yet. He was very badly burned.
What about Gordon's hauling? Could somebody over there ID him?
Nobody answers the phone, and apparently there's no one on the premises. I sent a Duval County sheriff over there. No luck.
What happened to Mulder? This whole business smells funny. There's something strange going on, something more than smuggling. I can't pin it down.
I don't mean to harp on it, but we have to stick with the facts that we have, and all of them point to a smuggling operation. Well, that settles it. They're smuggling plutonium. God, we have to stop this. They could kill a lot of people. Okay, cowboy, let's go. We're burning daylight.
Where are we going?
To the coroner's office to get the autopsy reports on the burn victims.
Can I shower first?
I don't know, can you?
I may need some help.
Then I guess you better call that partner of yours. I hear Cook scrubs a mean back. Gotta hate coming here.
As near as I can tell, this man wasn't burned to death in any ordinary sense. He has all the appearances of suffering from Hiroshima-like radiation exposure.
Willmore, what's the matter with you?
What makes you think it's radiation?
Well, first off, I don't know much about it, but he was burned from head to toe. Literally. Fire damage never does that. Secondly, I cut his clothes off him. They were pretty much undamaged. You see this? That's the imprint of the logo from his shirt. That's caused by thermic rays. Similar effects were observed at Hiroshima. Kimono patterns were burned into the skin of the wearer. Inverse shadows of objects were permanently etched into walls.
Are there any similarities between this and the Terracon victims?
The effects are almost identical. We didn't figure it out with the Terracon because, well, it really didn't occur to us. I mean, this is highly unusual stuff, you know.
Any leads on the missing Terracon crew?
No. Whoever did it was good. They got in here, got the bodies without leaving a trace of any kind.
Could mishandling radioactive materials cause burns like this?
Again, I don't think so, but I don't know much about it. Mishandling radioactive materials might account for Mr. Wong's tumors, but a burn like this would have to be a blast of some sort.
Well, they're obviously not very security-minded.
I know, with all this nice stuff around, too.
It's the same truck from the warehouse. We're obviously in the right place.
Are you all right?
It's okay. I found what we're looking for.
What is it?
Look at this. It's a manifest. It details a number of shipments between that dockside warehouse and rural Route 1121 in Fanta County, Washington.
I guess I know where we're headed. This wasn't a wasted trip after all.
Great, let's get out of here.
Yeah. We're locked in. Oh, it's times like this I wish I still smoked.
Are you all right?
Oh, yeah, I find things like this quite bracing.
So I guess you're going to want me to drive.
That would be a nice gesture.
I never survived a bomb before.
Yeah, well, it happens to me all the time. You probably shouldn't do that. I mean, I would love for you to, don't get me wrong, but we should probably wait until this case is wrapped before we go tampering with the evidence.
Who was that guy? He was incredibly strong.
Yeah, I kind of got that impression. You think he works out?
There was something weird about his eyes. Did you see that?
No, I was too busy being knocked across the room to catch that little detail.
He seemed... There was something wrong with him. Almost like he was being controlled by something. Was the bomb meant as a trap, or was it protecting something in the office?
Like what?
Information in that logbook? The rural route address, for instance?
Well, anything in there would be pretty hard to read now, that's for sure. I think the bomb was meant to trap and kill somebody.
I guess we know why the gate was left open.
You mean it wasn't just small-town coziness?
No. The gate was left open so somebody would get in there and set that bomb off.
Yeah, but was it meant for us or that guy?
So, who owns the hauling yard?
Duh, Russian mobsters. Are you ready to go? I sure am. You're driving, remember?
Right.
Hey, buddy. Good news.
What's going on?
I'll tell you what's going on. I cracked your case for you.
What are you talking about?
Evgeny Smolnikov, known head of a ring of Georgian smugglers. And I have a witness who placed him at the dock the night of Wang's murder. I ordered surveillance on his little love nest, and since this morning, we've accumulated enough evidence to warrant a raid. We leave ASAP. The SWATs are joining us at the site. No need to thank me.
What about Astadorian? You should call and tell her what you're doing.
Done. Already left her a message. I'm the Martha Stewart of crime prevention. And if she gets her took us down here before we leave, she's welcome to play too.
You have a warrant?
What do I look like? Mark Furman? Yes. I have a federal warrant from a federal judge.
Who's the witness?
What witness?
The identified Smolnikov?
Oh, yeah. Fred Kohler, 56, indigent. Was sleeping under a tuna net not 50 yards away from the murder. Heard and saw everything.
I'd like to question him.
Sure. Whatever you want. After the raid, he's all yours. Now let's go.
Why didn't you tell me about this?
I was going to tell you, but the evidence just opened up this morning, and now we're going in. And besides, you were pretty much out of pocket yesterday, if I recall.
This is my investigation.
Au contraire. This is our investigation. Hey, I'm just trying to catch the bad guys. You do remember that little thing we do, catching the bad guys?
I'm not going to let you do this.
Come on, man, what are you busting my chops for? That isn't like you. I'm just trying to do my job. Now, what are you getting all proprietary about? Clearly, that guy is undoubtedly smuggling plutonium into the Pacific Northwest. It's my guess he's a key to your missing FBI agents. So, suit up. Let's go.
Where's the backup?
I called Seattle PD SWAT boys. They're on the way.
Oh, we should wait.
I say we get this over with. Surveillance reported that Smolnikov entered the building alone.
You were saying?
After you.
Cover me.
You got it.
Полицейская.
Don't move.
Я подал и не могу стоять.
Cook, get down here. I've got him.
I'm following you.
Where were you?
Securing the first floor.
Okay, Mr. Smolnikov. What gives?
Why are you here? I've done nothing. You have no right to come in here like this. This isn't Russia.
Shut up. You're under arrest. I'll Miranda him. You secure the place. I spotted a 38 downstairs, back left corner.
Don't do that.
Where's the plutonium you were smuggling?
What? I handle all sorts of things, but never that. You are talking crazy.
Why did you kill Wong? Because he talked to us? What are you trying to hide?
I didn't kill Wong. I knew him. He maybe did some work for me, but I didn't kill him.
Why did you kill the Terracon's crew?
I didn't kill nobody. They were my men. Why would I kill them? There was a fire.
Right. A fire you set afterwards to hide what you'd done.
I may be a smuggler, so are lots of people, but I didn't kill anybody.
We have payroll logs from the Terracon that show that Wong worked for you. We found documents that match downstairs.
So? That proves nothing.
What did you keep in that warehouse?
What do you mean? You're in my warehouse.
Look at this. It's a payroll manifest. It's a match of the one we found on the Terracon.
It's in your best interest to cooperate, Mr. Smolnikov.
You were right. It's a 38.
Yeah, and I bet you it's the same gun that killed Wong and shot Scully. You better get a ballistics test run.
It isn't my gun.
Yeah.
I 've 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 've
Hey, Sleeping Beauty.
Willmore. How's it going?
Good. How are you? You don't look so good.
I don't feel so hot.
What's wrong?
I don't know. I think I'm coming down with the flu or something. What's up? I suppose you want me to fire that.
You guessed it.
Great. My headache just went away.
I'm sorry. You really don't feel good, do you?
Nope. Let's go. Sure enough, they all three match.
Great. Thanks, man. I hope you're feeling better.
You have mail. You have mail.
Where are the FBI agents?
What are you talking about?
We found the woman's blood in your warehouse.
What warehouse? You're in my warehouse.
Your gun shot her. We have a forensics match.
I kill no FBI agents.
All right, let's get him downtown and process him. Come on. We'll interrogate him some more once we get this sorted out. Get the local police to secure the warehouse. Let's go.
It's Amos. That boat you sent me onto was radioactive.
What?
That boat, the Terracon, had dangerously high levels of radioactivity. You sent me into a hot area. That's what's wrong with me. I don't have the flu. I have radiation sickness.
Oh man, John, I am so sorry. I don't know what to say.
Just be more careful before you get somebody killed.
What the hell were you thinking?
About what?
About your little raid on the smugglers. I had turned that case over to the task force, and you two cowboys go running off shooting up a place without so much as a phone call? Do you have any idea how stupid I look?
Cook called you.
He did not.
He did. He said he asked for SWAT backup, though they never did show up and we could have used the support.
Do you need to get that?
No, the machine will pick up.
I guess I just had you all wrong.
Agent Willmore, we must meet right away. Your actions are endangering the lives of Mulder and Scully. They are alive, but they won't be for much longer unless you act quickly. This has nothing to do with Russian smugglers. Sandpoint, Hangar 4, dawn. Come alone or I won't show up.
I don't know what kind of ridiculous Twilight Zone BS that you're involved with. And you know what? I don't care. I only came over here to tell you one thing. Smolnikov was just released for lack of evidence.
Agent Willmore, I'm so glad to see that you took my advice and came along.
So, it's the mystery man. I was expecting someone a little more Sean Connery.
I think that'll be quite enough, Agent Willmore. We don't have much time, so I want you to listen to me very carefully. The most important thing is that you cannot tell anyone that I was here or that we spoke. No one in the Bureau. Not Cook, not Shanks, nor that Seattle police detective you've been teamed up with. Do you understand me? I need your word on this, Agent Willmore, or I won't help you.
You have my word.
Good. Listen very carefully to what I have to tell you. Lives are at stake here, including your own. Mulder and Scully are still alive.
So you said.
But they won't be much longer if you don't do something about it. Scully and Mulder are not together. You need to find the Jane Doe that was checked into the Presbyterian Hospital in Gold Bar 3 days ago. She's about to be released. This has nothing, I repeat, nothing to do with smuggled Soviet plutonium. If you're going to help Scully and Mulder, you're going to need something more than a gun. Men have died in order to possess this. I'm going to loan it to you for a short time, because without it, there's no way that you could survive. The man that Mulder and Scully were looking for, and the man that you need to find if you're going to save them, can only be killed by inserting this blade into the base of his neck.
Who is he?
This man is not what he seems. If the injury is not precise, he will kill you. Do not try firing a gun. Don't attempt to do anything except to use this. If anyone discovers that you have it, you're a dead man. Don't forget the Jane Doe at Gold Bar.
Whoa! Take it easy, it's me.
I can see that.
You get grumpy when your asses run ragged, don't you?
What are you doing here?
Are you kidding? After that phone message, I wouldn't have missed this for the world.
Yeah, well, you better be careful or you may run your ass ragged.
I wouldn't mind that. It was kind of cute.
Cute. Precious springs to mind.
So, we kind of have a lot to talk about, don't we?
Yeah, I guess we do. But first, Jane Doe in Gold Bar.
Dr. Kravitz, you have a visitor in the main lobby.
Hello. May I ask your business here?
We're looking for a Jane Doe.
May I see some identification?
Of course. How did you know we were cops?
Who else would come looking for a Jane Doe?
That's a good point.
What's your business with her?
We need to make sure she's all right.
Of course. What is her name?
Scully.
Yes. Do you recall the name of her immediate superior? I need to phone him and I've misplaced his information.
Walter Skinner.
This is her room behind me.
Has anyone else come to see her?
Oh no, thank God you're the first.
How did she get here?
She was brought in.
By whom?
This is what used to be called a sanitarium, Detective. We're not bound by the same strictures as a conventional hospital, nor would we follow them. We pride ourselves on discretion for the patients, the better they can heal.
How was her wound?
It's begun healing. It was mostly superficial. As to her other condition, I have no idea how to account for it.
What other condition?
I haven't been able to diagnose it yet, so I've been treating the symptoms. Lethargy, nausea, extreme listlessness, dehydration, memory loss.
Is she ready to leave yet?
Oh, I wouldn't think so. Moving wouldn't be life-threatening, but she might not find it very pleasant.
Are you Dana Scully?
Who are you?
Don't do that.
Assistant Director Skinner asked us to look for you.
I didn't know I was lost. Who are you?
Agent Willmore.
How do I know I can trust you? Who told you I was here?
It was the man who gave me this.
All right.
He told me I couldn't tell anyone about it.
Let's talk.
Do you have any idea where Mulder is?
I have no idea, but we need to find him.
What is this used for?
You shouldn't show that quite so openly. I don't know what it's used for. Perhaps Mulder can tell you.
Where does the Terracon fit into all this?
Well, one way or another, they were involved in smuggling. I think that's a given. I think that there was an accident at sea involving plutonium, and Mulder thinks that they were somehow killed by an EBE.
EBE?
Extraterrestrial biological entity.
What happened in the warehouse?
Mulder and I observed some suspicious traffic in and out of the warehouse. We went in to investigate. We were attacked by a number of armed men. I was shot. There was an odd light. Mulder carried me out of the warehouse. I blacked out and I woke up here.
What did your autopsy on the crewmen reveal?
The crew had all been exposed to levels of radiation consistent with a large-scale nuclear blast. Now, clearly that didn't happen, but Mulder took that as proof that a UFO had landed in the area and that an alien life form aboard the craft had irradiated the Terracon crew.
I take it you don't subscribe to that theory?
There is always an alternate explanation.
How do you feel?
Very weak, but actually I feel a lot better than I did when I first came in here.
Could you have radiation poisoning?
God, I hope not. But I suppose the symptoms do line up. I'm afraid that's all I have to offer. What can you two tell me?
Well, there have been other burn victims.
I hope that doesn't mean that plutonium is being transported.
There's an unidentified man involved. We encountered him at the burn site and then later again at the hauling yard.
We found a connection between the warehouse and the hauling yard. It's a trucking outfit in Charno, Gordon's Hauling. They've made numerous deliveries between the warehouse and a rural route that we haven't had a chance to investigate.
Seems to me that we need to find the identity of the man from the hauling yard, and that you two need to pay a visit to the rural route address.
What are you going to do?
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is get in touch with Assistant Director Skinner, and then I'm going to check out of here. I can meet up with you two later at your field office, but I think that we have to hurry. Agent Mulder may be running out of time, and if the smugglers do have him held hostage, they have little incentive to keep him alive.